All right, we're going to do Lich King time walking here. A couple guildies, or at least one guildie. Well, Groziel's in the guild. It is New Year's Eve, and I am not drinking this year. Drinking makes me make bad decisions. All right. I know, not a lot of fun. My wife's also asleep, so there's that. That's not good. Okay. No, leave me alone. This is not going well. Oh, God. Oh, God. All right. Well, should we try to recover? Probably not. That's not good. Okay, well. Oh, they're going to go back, right? Leave me alone? No, they're going to kill me again. Okay, I think that's safe now to release. All right, that was cool. Probably get my Fellhunter out. Let's be good. Apparently, I'm not OP here. Can't solo that stuff or anything. Tank is dying again. That's not good. All right, a little bit better. Oh, I'm still getting my Nature Splendors. That's cool. Make a little bit of money off those. All right. This Duverliest is beating me in damage. Oh, overall, it's correct. All right. Guess I could go into Discord. Whew. Duver is just doing way too much damage. All right, well, I guess not way too much. I can ramp up. More burst. All right, I guess I'll go into Discord. I don't know if, I guess this will be more room. Sure. I don't know if they're going to be in Discord. Oh, this is bad again. He's not fearable. That's not good. Oh. Not good, not good. Keep going. See if I can survive to jump around a little bit. Let's get a Void Walker there. At least kill some of these, right? These guys all have my like corruption on forever, so taking away damage. It should anyway. I don't know why. All right, we survived this time. Good enough. All right, he's down. That guy was always a pain in the ass. I don't know if I've ever done time walking with this in this dungeon and not have that guy be a pain. Yeah, they coming back.
Hello.
Hey, how's it going?
That.
All the cool kids doing time walking on New Year's Eve. My wife's asleep. Kids are asleep. Well, kids stayed up till we let them stay up, so they just went to bed.
How was the run yesterday? The heroic.
It went pretty good. Would have been nice to get one more heroic boss done, but I mean, it gets pretty hard after Huntsman. We need some more pulls. We didn't pull a lot after that, though. It's not like we had like 20 wipes or anything like that. It was like, I think like 4 wipes or something on Zymox.
Right.
We'll get it cleared, sooner or later. Just a little bit slower gearing this expansion, so I think the progress is going to be a little slower.
Mechanics are pretty fun though.
Yeah, for the most part, not too bad. I think it's a great raid as far as raids go. My favorite's probably always going to be Antorus. But Legion is just above and beyond best expansion, I think, they ever came out with. I might be biased, I don't know.
I like Legion too.
I can't think of anyone who didn't like it. People get a little obsessed with Titan Forging. It's the only thing negative I really hear about it. Oh, and the legendaries, obviously.
Yeah, very cool.
But like, despite complaints about those systems, legendaries I think is pretty clear cut, just a bad system. But I mean, it's just so much to do, and you had a pretty clear path to progress through everything. So, it wasn't. People were complaining because they wouldn't be the best, not because they couldn't do things, or it was too unfair necessarily.
The RNG of getting it too.
Yeah, but I mean, like, what were people really complaining about? It's because their DPS meters weren't, they couldn't measure their their EPing was not being measured accurately because of the RNG. I mean, maybe at the mythic level, there's more realistic or more valid issues, but I wasn't at the mythic level. They didn't. I don't know even know if they ever allowed cross realm mythic in Legion. Maybe towards the end they did, and I wasn't at that. I wasn't really cognizant of it at that time. In BFA, I started doing the cross realm mythic runs, so I was much more aware of it. But by the time cross realm mythic comes out, like the balance issues are a little bit less of a thing. It's more just, are the players good enough or not?
By the way, I don't really know what I'm doing. I'm just starting mashing.
That's cool. I think if we had a full guild group, we would get guild achievements for this. Oh.
Mm-hmm. Do we have anyone in guild who knows how to lead the Udua?
Sorry, what?
Udua, the raid.
Yeah, I'd like to do it this week. I don't know that I'm gonna have time tonight because it's like a full raid,
Yeah,
right?
not tonight.
Yeah,
I'm
it would.
replacing one of the 10 p.m. switching over with it. I'm pretty sure it is either alt or someone who would be interested.
I've got a few slots that can still use 200 gear. My wrists, my neck, and my waist are all under 200.
I tried it for the first time yesterday. It was pretty fun.
Yeah, I didn't raid. I wasn't playing WoW at that time. I played in Classic and did some Burning Crusade, and I came back in Warlords of Draenor. Ooh, that's not good. Ouch. So yeah, it's kind of fun to see that raid. It's a good raid.
Did you ever lead or led a guild in Alliance?
I've been in Alliance guilds up until I think BFA. I was mostly Alliance.
Because you sound like one of our ex GMs.
I didn't lead a guild, so no.
Okay.
I was in guilds, but yeah, this is the first guild I've led.
Yeah, we took a break, Rose and I, in BFA, and then by the time we came back, the guild has already disbanded.
Yeah, a lot of that goes on. It's hard to keep things together for a long time. I started this guild towards the end of BFA, trying to get a mythic team together, which we never quite got the numbers we needed, so we were always pugging people. But that was just like way into the last raid that we started the guild, or I started the guild. And it was mostly just because the other guilds I've been in, I've not really found. I found them a little toxic in one way or another.
Yeah.
So.
And it's just so much effort to plan a raid, lead a raid, and all that.
Yeah.
The time involved.
Some of that is, I think, people making it more than it needs to be, though, too. Like, I'm always happy when people like put in an effort and like organize and strategize, and you've always got the people that are really high performers. But when it becomes like a job, and they become really negative to anybody that's not doing it at the level they're doing it, it kind of defeats the purpose. And I think sometimes you lose.
That takes the fun out of it too.
Yeah, and sometimes you lose people that are otherwise good and will get there. They're just not going to get there on the same timeline you are. I don't know if you ever played. There was an old racing game. I forget what system it was for. I feel like it was not Nintendo. It was like Sega Genesis or something. And you could either play like a car that always kind of went medium speed. You could play one that started slow but ended up going the fastest, or you could play a car that started really fast and accelerated fast but didn't have a very high top speed. And when it comes
That
to
must
like,
be a pretty old game.
what's that?
That must be a pretty old game. I haven't tried that.
Yeah, it was pretty popular when I was a kid. That's when I was a pretty young kid, um, like 30 years ago, maybe 28 or some years ago. But Raiders are kind of like that too. It's
Yeah.
they don't all start fast, and some people start really fast, and they don't actually end up
Why
being
not?
that great in the long term. I'm not sure if we just run away from these until they
Yeah,
coalesce or
they're
something.
just
Yeah,
all
okay.
like,
I've done this a few times. I never really understood this mechanic other than just run away. And then some people contribute in other ways than being like, a good parser or a really good performer, on a particular raid fight. Like maybe they organize a lot of Mythic Pluses or PvP or they're crafters or they just provide kind of a social benefit to everybody that makes everything more cohesive. So
yeah, we're thinking of making this tank to help with some like group Mythic Plus, just to help with some
yeah, that'd be cool.
repairs. Over here, right?
It's actually a decent transmog. There aren't that many good robes.
So are most of our guild members on the west coast? That's why this timing.
Well, I'm on the West Coast. So I made it for my timing. If you're going to build something from the ground up, might as well build it convenient for your schedule, right? And I just figure there's got to be some number of other people with the same kind of dynamics on schedule.
Yep.
So,
That's why when we saw your post, we were like, wow, that time is perfect.
it's
Because you
like,
don't find a lot of West Coast guilds. They
yeah,
claim they are, but the timings are always East Coast.
right. No, yeah, it took me a long time. Like I looked for a long time for a guild that played at the times I played, and the few that I found were just also happened to be toxic guilds, and so it's just like perpetually disappointing. Um, but yeah, no, yeah, seriously hard to find. And like for me, like I have kids and a wife and everything, and like I can't get away. Oh shit, I can't get away with
Yeah.
that's not good. I can't get away with like playing my game when everyone else is awake and like not having to leave for something.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. We have little ones as well, so this is 10 to 1 is perfect.
It's just much more relaxing and um, productive to play when you don't have distractions.
Yep.
How old are your kids?
Just two.
Pretty small.
Yeah, two.
Can't really rely on them staying asleep at that age.
Yeah.
I mean, unless you have like a really, you're lucky and you just have that kid that likes to sleep on a schedule, which, some kids are like that, but it's not common. I have a 6-year-old and a 10-year-old.
Nice. That's the age where it's easier, right? They kind of do their own stuff as well.
Yeah, definitely you have to watch them. We're starting to not have to watch them as much as far as like them, killing themselves. Kids are always trying to kill themselves, and the kind of like I don't really find the idea that you just like let them do whatever they're gonna do and they'll learn kind of thing. You know, the Jeff Foxworthy approach is like, well, they pulled the TV onto themselves. Well, they're not gonna do that again. You know, it's like, okay, dude, it's a little kid. You know, some of these things it only needs to go badly once, right? And human beings, kids are just so fragile.
And they grow up so fast.
Yeah, but our modern lives just kind of like demand us to like have a certain level of neglect for their safety. I got to go to work and do all the things, right?
Yeah.
It's like,
Speak of the devil.
is he waking up? Or she?
Yeah, he's waking up and he's coming out looking for us. Yeah, that's not good.
I mean, like tribal societies, kids stay on the boob till like what, 8 years old or something like that.
No.
They're always by mom's side for protection. You know, if they weren't, they'd get themselves killed by wild animals real quick and fall off a cliff. Human children are just they're not ready made to survive.
Yeah, just like this guy, he just likes to put his fingers on those power.
Yeah. Like there's holes in the wall, I should lick it. Or whatever the fuck. Or stick things in the holes. God. Freaking kids. Get those little plastic things you can stick in there.
Let's just cue another. Let me drop her.
Okay.
Sorry about that.
It's alright. Been there. I think I still have PTSD from when the kids were little.
Yeah, that they call it a sleep survival. That's crazy, man. That no two, I can't remember. It was like 3 months, no sleep, just every 2 to 3 hours, they would cry.
Yeah. And for people that have a tough time getting back to sleep, it's really tough.
Yep. Oh, yeah. Let's go.
Are they here with us? Okay. Yeah. Wasn't sure if they would start at the beginning. It's been a little while since I've done time. You guys live in the States or you live somewhere else?
In the States. We're from Singapore, actually.
Cool. What state are you guys in?
California.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, I'm in Southern California.
Nice. You guys got the fire too, right? Not now, but before.
Yeah, there's been lots of fires.
Yeah, this year generally was pretty bad.
Which area are you guys in?
Um, in what do you call Santa Clara Valley?
Is that how? Which way is that from LA?
North.
Okay.
Why do they die at the same time? Same spot.
I don't know. Yeah, the dwarf spin. Hits like a truck. And the sleep thing sucks too. So like sleep you and then spin into you.
Do you only play Warlock?
I switch around a lot, but I try to focus on one spec and class each expansion because, or like at least each raid tier, because I don't have like what you would call pianist fingers. I got to learn my I got to learn where my buttons are, and it takes a while. And if I switch around, I it fucks me up, and I just play really poorly. But I know some people do well switching around a lot, which is cool.
Yeah, like me.
Yeah. Yeah, I like being range on this fight. No. Yeah, the knockback is not very cool either. All right, maybe I'll just stand near them and maybe they won't knock me back anymore.
Yeah, I have trouble sticking to one class. Like I know I want to bring the Demon Hunter all the way.
Well, I do have an alt for every spec in the game, so I just haven't leveled them all up yet.
Oh, talking about leveling, you could just spam the heroic dungeons or what do you call it, the random dungeons.
Yeah,
They give a chunk of XP and gear. That's how I got this DK up very quickly.
yeah. You think that's faster than questing?
Yeah, you could. Well, it depends, right? If you are at 50, you could do a combination of the campaigns while you queue for the random.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because each time you do a random dungeon, it's like 56,000.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so that's how I got like so many up so quickly, and we don't have a lot of time to play too.
Right.
But Rose, she likes to play a healer, so she went Holy Priest only to find out it's the lousiest, it's the shittiest healer of all. She was checking out the healing list.
Yeah, that'll probably change.
Yeah, that's what she said.
But yeah, it's always good to kind of keep an eye on how bad it is, and if it's too bad to swap. Like discipline should still be good, I think.
Discipline has always been solid, right?
No, discipline has often been like almost unplayable. Like it wasn't until especially when they reworked it in BFA, it was like sometimes it was really good, and then other times it was almost unplayable. And then, uh, but before, like a long time ago, like in WAD, it was like a god tier because the shields it could put up, it could just shield everybody, and like just keep the stupid shield up on like literally the entire raid almost, right? And it was like a significant amount of healing or damage prevention, and that just kept everyone from dying to one shot effects and all kinds of stuff. But then like after that, they kept playing with the spec, and it was bad for a long time. I don't think it was particularly playable in Legion, if I remember. but my memory's a little foggy. But it's always been a balance because they were making them like the damage healing spec, and you can't make them as good at healing and the best damage healing spec. Yeah, I'm not sure what the effect or the mechanic is there. I think something
Yeah,
about
me neither. I'm just
standing.
button mashing.
I think you're supposed to stand on this little light line thing here or something. I don't know.
He's dying though.
As long as he does. There we go. Get a big pile of badges, which I often forget to turn that in when I do these.
You can get them out once you get. I don't know how many. Do you want to keep going, or you want to do something else with?
No, we can keep going. I need, that's the first one I've done, so if I'm going to do the event, I got to do 5 of them.
Let me see how do I do the VQ. There you go. Well, if you ever want to level any of your alts, hit me up, because I always have some characters that I can help out.
Sure, sounds good. It's always fun to level with people.
Yeah, exactly.
I just got my wife a new computer so she can play.
Nice.
And then my 2 kids have like hand-me-down laptops that can run WoW on low settings. So.
Yeah, that's what I like about WoW, because you don't need a lot of requirements.
Right. You feel like you have a powerful computer because it can run WoW at top settings.
Is your family playing this now? I mean, like, sometimes?
Yeah, we've been playing like an hour here and there, just leveling up.
Nice.
You know, my wife used to play like a little bit, like 20 years ago. But you know, she got busy with life, so stopped playing.
It's nice to have a hobby, with family.
Yeah, it's kind of fun playing on Discord with the kids and the wife.
Mm-hmm. Was she with us at the raid?
What's that?
Was your wife with us at the raid?
Oh no, she doesn't play in the guild. She's
Oh,
just I just
casual.
I just started her own account, and she's still under like level 20. We haven't played a lot.
Okay.
I'm trying to coax her into playing more.
Yeah, you should tell her.
Maybe I can get her to do like WoW videos or something. She's she likes the idea of like doing YouTube videos and stuff like that.
Nice. Those we can do the. I don't know. Yeah, TikTok videos are too short, right? Yeah, probably YouTube.
I mean, they're cool that they're short and all, but
Yeah,
I've always done longer stuff. I always felt like the shorter stuff was actually better content, more popular, certainly more viral potential. Um, but I'm kind of a long form guy, and it's easier just to turn it on and just chat, shit like that. Like if you're gonna do short stuff, you gotta like have a plan.
Yeah. It's a good thing you made the guild, because we have been looking for one, like playing at this timing for a long, long time.
Oh, I'm glad it's working out. You ever feel like you wish you were back in Singapore with how badly America has fucked up the
just
COVID thing?
for the food. Yeah, no, it's everywhere. Singapore has it.
Is it bad in Singapore? It seemed like a lot of those countries had almost no cases, like compared to the U.S.
I don't know.
Like Korea and South
Maybe
Korea,
they're not reporting it,
China. It's possible.
Because Singapore's population is pretty dense, so it's hard to believe there's no cases.
I suppose. I don't know though. Like you think if there were a lot of cases, the U.S. would have a very high incentive to publicize any kind of fraud there to make themselves look better. You know. I mean, I know Europe's fucked up.
Yeah. Somebody ding.
It's one way to heal. Wish I was in New Zealand. It's pretty, and they like almost completely controlled the virus.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I mean, it's all about like going in really heavy at the beginning of a pandemic and contact tracing, finding who has it, and making sure they're isolated. Like, and the U.S. just didn't do any of that. So even with a highly dense population, you can control a pandemic if you're willing to do what it takes. I think we got to kill all the little ones first.
Yeah, it's hard. You know, if not everyone's doing it, it's difficult.
Yeah, people love them nuts.
And it could be a culture thing too. You know, it's not fair to expect folks here to all just, mask up and stuff. It's not part of culture. Whereas some Asian countries, like Japan, Taiwan, they wear masks. You know, even without this COVID in past, so it's easy for them to adopt that.
Yeah, of course, masks are only part of it. Like we never should have opened schools up, right? Because that's just, even if the kids don't get that sick, the kids are a pathway for everyone else to get sick.
Yeah.
And like the average payments to population to keep them at home, which are just enormous in other countries. Oh, that's not good. We're gonna die now. Ah.
I probably went wrong way. I'm sorry.
Like like any other like Western European type country, their average monthly payments to their population are like $1,000 to $3,000 US, and they have like free healthcare and a bunch of other services we don't have.
Yeah, that's what I noticed about US is the cost of healthcare.
Yeah. So here it's like, how are people supposed to stay home when they're not getting the economic support they need to stay home, right?
Yeah.
And if you're at work, you're going to spread it at work. I mean, you can't stay in a building, even with the mask on, if you're inside an enclosed space. Yeah. The building's going to fill up with the disease, with the virus, and then and then it's going to get around your mask. Like, it's all about time and exposure, and whatever PPE you have, multiplied by that.
I feel bad for the healthcare workers. It's just like nonstop.
Yep. I might go back to work. I'm a nurse. So.
Oh, wow.
Right now I have an issue with my license, and I'm trying to get it resolved so I can go back to work. California is really bureaucratic about it.
Yeah. So is anyone else helping out in the guild,
As
or
far
is
as
just you running it?
as
Like
far
running it?
sorry, go ahead. As far as organizing, you mean?
Like yeah, just helping you out.
I mean, Shafe, I think, is helpful just in organizing with people and just doing things with people, participation, getting people to do stuff together.
But it was really smart when you advertise on the what's that place? The mall because that's where we saw.
Oh, the mall.
That's
Did
where we
I
saw your
did I
post.
advertise in the mall?
I think so.
I usually do trade
Uh,
chat because
oh,
that's server specific. Um, and I don't know
I
if
feel like we saw it when we were turning in Quest and Venari. I'm like, hey, that's perfect timing. Let's ping this guy.
I wonder, is there trade chat where Venari is? I don't know.
I don't know.
Because my spam bug is, or my macro is for trade chat, so
Trade chat.
it would usually
Maybe
be
report it.
Ouroboros. Yeah. So whenever I go through Ouroboros, I just hit the spam.
Yeah. So I think it's good that you guys keep recruiting.
Yep.
Because you got to go through a few cycles, to see about the folks that would stay or those that just testing water.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, anybody, if you wanna make a macro and recruit people, like I said, my only requirement for people in the guild isn't a matter of performance or participation level or anything like that. It's just don't be an asshole. That's it.
Pretty easy.
I mean, people can play in all kinds of different ways within the context of a guild. You know, and if we get them in the raids, great. If not, that's fine too.
Yeah. Are mini classes bad in this expansion? I noticed not a lot of people play it.
I think I don't know. I don't know that that's the case. I haven't looked at the charts. Melee is usually pretty good in most expansions, but I think we just happen to have gotten a lot of range. Maybe night owls tend to be range. Last expansion I was Unholy DK. So.
Yeah, Unholy DK is pretty dope, right? Like this expansion.
Yeah, I would have been fine staying. Yeah, although Affliction Warlock is apparently like the best spec, and at least for Mythic rating right now.
Nice.
I just went with what like Affliction, or rather a Warlock YouTuber recommended. I would have been fine with any of the specs. They're all fine.
Like you mean all range or all warlocks?
All Warlocks. I wanted to be a Warlock because last expansion, I always wanted a Warlock in my raid group so I could summon people,
Yeah.
and that was it. That's like the reason I went Warlock, so I didn't have to like invite a bad Warlock just to have the summon, or just like hope to get a Warlock.
Nice.
Because like replacing people, takes like an extra 10 minutes if you don't have a summon, and that's just that kills if you need to pug anybody. Of course, if we have a full raid group, it's not as important. It's still helpful though. People want to go change talents, whatever. But yeah, I mean, as far as like people becoming officers and stuff too, it's just a matter of participation rate. Like if I notice people are doing everything with are at all the raids and are doing a lot of Mythic Plus with the raid and stuff like that, I'll make them an officer.
That's cool.
And really, I mean, that's just a title. But
Yeah.
so far, I've reserved the right to kick people from the guild for myself, just because I've seen other guilds fall apart because too many people.
Some people, like they sometimes bring the toxicity from elsewhere, or they
Yeah.
try to hijack the guild.
Right, and they just start like kicking people before they rage quit and for some reason and then kick a bunch of people and it's like it breaks up a guild. I mean, there's other things that can go wrong by not giving out that. Like I would trust Shafe with that, but I'd have to create like a new rank. Because I can't imagine him ever doing that. And if I wasn't online and somebody's being a jerk and they can't kick him, that kind of sucks too.
Yeah. No, I think just like what you did, allowing people to invite others. I think that's the key thing. Like recruiting, as long as we're bringing in people.
Yeah. Yeah, and I did that for everybody, so any basic member can invite. I think this was one of the original vampires in the game.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I don't know if we had vampires before this guy. Should be a cool race to be able to play, basically.
Yeah, I was thinking that too.
The guys in Revendreth, whatever they're called.
They might be setting the stage for it,
Yeah, that'd be cool.
They already have werewolves, so the werewolves were the alliance, so.
Exactly. So yeah, vampires for Horde would make perfect sense.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Although for me, like vampires make more sense as alliance and werewolves as Horde, but
Yeah.
It's WoW. It's not like it has to be exactly like other fantasy genres.
Right.
Although it pretty much is, because WoW is really bad about, or Blizzard's really bad about just ripping off other people's content. Like the Maw is just like totally stolen from Peter Jackson's Lord of the Rings.
I always thought it was like a tribute, like they took some content from Dark Souls as well, I noticed.
Well, I mean, that style comes from when they stole Lord of the Rings style for Lich King. Because when Lich King came out, that was very close to when those movies were out. And and all that stuff was based on the Lord of the Rings style guide.
The Tolkien style.
It's not even, I don't know if it's Tolkien or maybe it is. Oh, I pulled some stuff, my trinket. I'm not sure if Tolkien himself had that same style guide.
You're talking about like movies.
Yeah, the movies. Yeah. Because, obviously books are books, right? So you can interpret what's in the books as one look or another, but like the very specific shape of the armor for all of the Sauron Dark Lord forces,
Yeah. Now come to think of it, if you look at that.
But obviously that stuff was like super popular at the time, which is part of the reason WoW took off so much when it came out.
So like people could play it.
You could play your gnome, which was like your hobbit, right, or your elf, which was like Legolas. Like the number of people who had some variation of the name Legolas back then was fucking absurd.
Yeah, some immersion.
Yeah.
So any reason why you chose Horde this time?
I was Alliance for a long time. I'm trying to remember if there's an exact reason. I don't know if there was a player I was playing with that was Horde. That was probably it.
Okay.
I don't remember who that player was now. But I'd played Alliance for so long too. It was kind of like a conscious thing of like, I want to do the other thing now.
Right. No.
Oh, you can't stun him.
Nope.
Well, this is going to be bad. I don't know. I think she gets empowered if you don't kill the, yeah. Kind of like time walking when they were a little more face rolly, so you could just do them really quick.
Yeah.
Feels like maybe it shouldn't be 5, it should be 3 now. If they're gonna make them a little, take a little longer. And they need more rewards, I think. I mean, there's the badges that give you a certain number of things, but once you've done the weekly, it's like grinding them is not very, it just takes too long.
Yep. Yeah, I think 3 would be a sweet spot. 5 is kind of dry.
Yeah. Do you feel like this expansion has like the grind is longer than the last one or about the same? Or did you play a lot in
I feel
BFA?
it's longer compared to Legion.
Because like the number of things that we have to do it's like, I don't know, there's not like the clear grind. It's like a lot of little grinds, but all of them just still seem to take a long time. Like they added time to everything you have to do.
Yeah, but for me, I noticed they like to make us walk a lot. That kind of takes a lot of time. Or like flying around, like you can't even recall to your Covenant Hall.
Yeah.
And you can't fly directly, you need to loop.
Once they
Little
did say
things
we're gonna get flying in this expansion pretty early though.
Oh yeah, that'd be nice.
But like Torghast takes a long friggin' time.
Oh my god, yeah. Have you done your weekly?
Not yet. Like I like the whole idea of Torg or like the format of it. I've always liked things where you have that gradual buildup of power. But like having to do 2 a week when they take like an hour each, like I don't know if people are doing these faster than me, but they take a long time for me.
Oh, you solo them?
Oh yeah, I saw them.
Yeah.
I like doing things on my own if I can, which I guess is contradictory for a guild a guild leader. Although in a way I am kind of doing the guild thing on my own since I've made my own, right? So
You get released.
we can summon him.
Cool.
Benefits of Warlock.
Make it. Oh, okay, done. We can drop to do something else if you want. Like if this gets too boring.
No, it's cool. I mean, I don't know if I'm going to make it through all five. I usually go to bed around 1:30 or so.
Right.
Oh, leave me alone. I think I'm supposed to let you beat me up. Instead, I just put dots on everyone. But usually, I like to if I'm working towards a quest or something, I'll just focus on the one thing.
So should I keep going? Or
Yeah, we can do at least one more. How's the baby doing?
she's probably sleeping with him. It's fine. I've got I've got a demon hunter in the valley that I can run with her. So
Yeah, we never bought into the whole kind of scaremongering about co-sleeping. I think it's good for the baby to sleep with the mother, as long as they're not like really big and gonna roll on them or something.
yeah, we actually think he sleeps better on his own, but sometimes he he gets up and he starts to look for us, so that's why she sometimes sleeps with him.
Yeah.
But if we can get the Udua done, what we said, I think a whole lot, people will be a lot more geared for next week's, what do you call, Nathria.
Yeah. Yeah.
We brought one yesterday, it was pretty cool. Like, it was pretty fun. We got a couple of 200 items.
Is the drop rate pretty high for the Ulduar? Or?
Nice designs too.
You mean the transmog?
Yeah, the skins. Yep.
Yeah, and the Ulduar had a lot of good ones.
Yeah, Rose, she's a sucker for skins.
Yeah.
She used to do it on her own, and then she's like, "What? They actually dropped 200 gear now." I said, "Yep."
It used to be a nightmare to get through the beginning on your own.
I never played Udua myself, back when it was the actual raid. But it looks seems pretty fun.
Yeah, the first scenario, you go in behind the shield,
Those
and
tanks. Yeah,
yeah,
that was
and it's
pretty
like
fun. That was funny.
it's like a million guys. It used to be very difficult to do that on your own, like because there's just like a million soldier things or whatever, and it just took a long time. Now I think you could skip it. All right.
It's a long raid though. There were like 12 or more bosses. I couldn't remember. I only did like 4 bosses yesterday, and it was too late for me. And
Yeah,
I had 2 pieces of drop.
that's pretty good for four bosses get 2 pieces. Maybe I'll have to do an Ulduar run on like let's see what is today. Friday. I don't know, maybe Sunday or something.
Like before we said. Do you know if it's on just for this week, or it's like a season?
I would think it would just be this week, but I don't know. Wonder if it's in the calendar.
What? Where in the... Don't just stand around like... Kill somebody!
Yeah, it's like a bonus Natria.
Yeah, it's like every other week you've got time walking. And I would think the raid would be the same as many of the dungeons. But I don't know. Gotta pick up the book here for the quest if you're doing the quest. It's like 2021 is over, but realistically, how much better is 2021 going to be?
I know, right? I think it's gonna take a while.
Guys are kind of annoying. They interrupt a lot.
Yep. How do you do Tallgrass on your own? Like, isn't there that constant dot?
I don't recall there being a constant dot.
Okay, maybe not constant, maybe every couple seconds.
But I mean, I got my tank pet out, and I just go
Well,
through it.
they make the mobs easier to kill, right? If it's solo.
Yeah, maybe the dot damage thing isn't there if you don't have a healer.
Oh yeah, probably.
Now to finish the job. There's plenty to do. You know now to finish the job.
So what do you guys do?
Like the holidays.
Oh, I mean, like for a living.
Oh, I do these what do you call like cameras? You know, uh, those mobile phones. So
Okay.
put those cameras together. Those little cameras. And Rose, she's just stay at home.
So is that like repair if they're broken?
Yeah, something like that. Like putting it together.
Seems like pretty fine work.
It's just work.
I mean, like detail, like really.
Oh, like the small. Yeah, they're really tiny. Oh, I forget. Gotta kill the risk, guys.
Yeah, I think it does damage too. Let's see.
Halfway there.
Yeah. Kind of nice if all the reputations for these were like Paragon reputations, but were account wide. So
Oh, it's account wide?
no, it would be nice if it was like so you could build towards something, you know,
Yeah.
instead of just like all these discrete amounts of reputation on a bunch of guys that doesn't really do anything.
Damn, you got me excited for a while.
Sorry, but I have good ideas, but Blizzard doesn't listen to me. So.
Am I going the right way?
It's a circle, I think. Maybe not. No, it's back the other way. Yeah, it's back this way.
Oh man.
Because it drops us back down there to go to the last boss.
Yeah.
I think we have to kill those anyway. It's just usually kill them after the third boss.
Hey, the wolf's showing the way.
I think we got to kill some of these.
You think some of the guildies are making alts for Tuesday?
Maybe. I mean, I'm sure some people will, which is fine. I mean, as long as we can clear it. I don't think we'd want to get to the point where we're struggling because everybody's running alts, but
Yeah.
at a certain point, that's going to become kind of just a steamroll, which is a nice place to be.
Yeah, Tuesday and Tuesday was really nice. I didn't go for the Wednesday one, but Tuesday's run was pretty smooth.
Yeah, it only took us 2 pulls on Sardonathrius.
Yeah.
Yeah. When we came back on Wednesday.
Yeah, you're right. There's so many little things to do. I was just thinking I needed to get those Mythic Pass in as well.
Yeah. Not to mention if you want to do some PvP.
And then getting the renown for the conduit.
Farming your anima.
Oh, gas.
I mean, like people complain about like you know, like the neck and BFA and all the farming for it. But I mean, Blizzard can just split up the amount of time among other things, and it'll feel like it's not as annoying, which is better. Like obviously, if it's not just like the same kind of content. Um, although like there were a variety of ways to get Azerite power.
Oh yeah, that grind. I still remember.
So like people wind up disliking it, but then like you know something different that's also a grind gets kind of waved in front of people and like, oh, this is better. And then you know inevitably like halfway through the expansion, everyone's going to hate some form of the grind. I don't know like that they've really solved that problem or not.
But so far for this expansion, it's pretty okay.
Yeah,
I'm not hating it,
yeah,
except this one.
yeah. It's all. I mean, it's all about like whether the grind is pleasurable or not, right? It's not whether there's a grind because there's going to be a
Yeah,
grind.
yeah. There's always going to be some form of a time sink, but yeah, you're right. The experience.
So I think like the kind of cognitive dissonance I have with a lot of the arguments is they almost frame it like the grinds themselves are undesirable, right? It should just be like a skill test to get each tier level of progress. And it's just like that clearly is not how MMOs work.
Have you played other MMOs?
I played a little bit of the Lord of the Rings one. I didn't like it. It didn't feel as punchy. Um, like WoW just feels good. It's like satisfying the way the combat
Yeah.
works. I played EverQuest before WoW came out.
Nice, same. Did you try this Dark Age of Camelot?
No, I had a lot of friends that did. I was already on the WoW train, so I avoided that one. It seemed fine. Not quite the right fit for me though.
I see. Yay!
Did you play Dark Age a lot?
Yeah, I did. Liked it a lot. And then yeah, but like throughout the years, I tried different MMOs. I tried Korean MMOs, but I always came back to WoW. It's just different.
Have a good one.
A lot of those RMT, a lot of money transactions in those Asian MMOs.
Yeah, yeah. No, I've like started accounts on a few of them, and I'm just like, eh. I don't know.
Yep.
Something doesn't quite work for me about them. Yeah, I don't know. Like WoW just has a really good like formula. If I can solo this guy.
Oh, it's not done.
No, it's just a random mob that's attacking us.
Uh-oh.
So we can leave. Nope, I'm dead. I should have left the instance group before. All right, okay. I have to leave party. Okay.
All right.
It is getting a little late for me though, so I think I am gonna go to bed.
Yep. Sounds good. I will catch you tomorrow.
Yep. What was your main again? Main character?
Oh, Terry. My pally, it's Teresa.
Okay.
I just thought, play on the name Terry. And my demon hunter is Claire. They're all from this anime, Playmore. So you notice all the female names are all from there.
Okay. Cool. Yep.
Yeah. All right.
Good talking
Catch you
with you.
later.
Catch you later.
All right. Thanks.